Just obviously it was sloppy. A lot of pre-snap penalties. They're already a good defense, and we made it easier for them with just a lack of execution. We had opportunities, first and goal from the 1. We've got to be able to put it in. Didn't. Had the ball twice with a chance to win. Didn't. Weather withstanding, you got to play detailed. When it's sloppy outside, you've got to be detailed, and we gave up too many. We had too many self-inflicted wounds.
Robert, I think it was 15 penalties called on you guys, 13 accepted. I mean, what was going on? I mean,
a lot of them were pre-snap. I know we had a PI. I know we had the Allen had one on the celebration, but just a lot of pre-snap penalties, which is unacceptable. That's the stuff that we got to get. We have to get that cleaned up. If we can't, you're always going to have in-play penalties. Those are going to happen, but the pre-snap and post-snap penalties, those are the ones that are unacceptable.
This was an issue last year, though, Robert. Last year, I think you guys were 1 or 2 in the NFL in penalties. Now this year, I think you're 4. I mean, what needs to change to clean it up?
Well, we got to figure it out. Whether or not we're good enough to handle all the or ready to handle all the cadence. Cadence had not been an issue all camp. Felt like our operation had been operating pretty good. Obviously, today it took a major step back.
Your running game, your running defense, kind of in the second half there, you couldn't really get a lot of stops there. What was going on there? What did you see without looking at film?
They ran the ball. They had a couple of plays where they did a nice job running the ball, but overall, I thought defense battled, with the exception of the one drive. I thought defense gave us every opportunity to win the football game.
Aaron looked pretty banged up by the end. They were working on his left leg before the final series, and then the final play with the incompletion of Mike, he also took another shot and was really slow getting off. Do you have an update on him?
I don't have it. He's fine. Probably just a little wear and tear from the football game.
Robert, the next to last series, the one that ended in the sack, 2 throws before that, it was like the receivers weren't even looking for the ball. Did it just seem like things were just out of sync today?
Those are things that, like I said, they'll start to get in sync. Those are things that Aaron's seeing and looking for guys to look in his direction to settle into certain zones and certain windows. But those will come along. Obviously, we want it to happen now, but we've definitely got to get in sync quicker.
Well, obviously got sacked a lot and hit a lot. What were some of the main issues with the pass protection?
They do a good job. They're like I said before during the week, it's a top 5 defense because those guys up front are damn good. They do a good job mixing their coverages. They do a good job in the back end, gloving you up, and it just made it difficult. Made it difficult to throw the ball today, really for both sides. But obviously, it wasn't good enough today.
When you mentioned the pre-snap penalties, the mental errors, things like that, I mean, is it more disheartening that these occurred after when you guys had extra days to prepare for this game off of the Thursday night?
No, not necessarily. It doesn't matter when they come. Like I said, the operation had been good. For it to rear its ugly head at any point, whether short week, long week, it doesn't matter. It's just you never want it to happen.
The goal line situation, Robert. The goal line at the end of first, beginning of second. Why not give Braelon a carry there? I know Breece has done a lot of things. It just didn't seem like his day. And Braelon looks like he's kind of built for that situation at the 1 yard line.
No, for sure. Definitely something we can look at, but it was still kind of early when that play came about. And, like I said, we're always going to lean on Breece. He's our workhorse back. And Braelon started getting a little bit got a few more carries as the game went on. But it's always something to look at, but we don't it's definitely something to look at.
Robert, you had obviously a lot of expectation this year. It's still early, but is this the kind of game, if you fancy yourselves as the team you think you are, you have to win? You're home. You got a veteran quarterback against a rookie.
That's fair. It's still very early, but at the same time, these are games you want to come away with, obviously. And looking back at it, like I said, we had opportunities. It just didn't take advantage of not a single one of them.
Why are Aaron and Garrett having such a hard time getting going?
Well, they did a good job today. They're tough to throw against. These first 3 games they've been doubling Garrett and giving him a lot of attention. And Surtain's one of the better ones in the league, and he had his ops. But they'll get going. I'm not worried too much about it.
I recognize, 50-yard field goal in the rain isn't easy, but Zerline has basically been great for you guys the last few years. He missed a couple in the preseason. Is he right now?
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. It was a tough kick in the rain. Would have loved to get another 5-10 yards to make it a little bit easier for him. But like I said, it was tough sledding for everybody.
What was your overall assessment of how Aaron played?
We'll see it on tape, but he was under duress most of the day, and I thought he did a good job getting in and out of the pocket and buying some time and throwing off schedule. It just, like I said, there wasn't a lot of space out there, and especially in the first half, the ball was very heavy with the rain. And you could see it on their side too. They're also having troubles, but issue wasn't the quarterback. It was a lot of, like I said, pre-snap penalties and a lack of execution up front.
Do you think there was any letdown, Robert, you guys were so good up for those first 3 games, right? 11 days. You had that great game on Thursday night. People are singing your praises. We talked about this the other day. Did you sense any letdown in the team today?
No, I thought, we had a great week of prep. Felt great energy in the locker room pregame and even at halftime. Defensively, like I said, we came out and played really well, and offensively, it wasn't up to our standard. Now, and the reality is, it was going to be tough sledding no matter what, with the way the rain was coming down. But what's disappointing is the self-inflicted wounds that come with it. When it's wet and it's bad the way it was today, you've got to be great with your detail, and we gave up a lot of yards that we didn't need to give up.
Aaron, I think he got beat up. It was like 12 or 13 hits he took, and however many sacks. Are you worried at all now that you guys got to get on the flight in a couple days here and trap a pretty long flight to London at all?
I'm not worried, no. He'll be fine.